What's up, guys? So I was just scrolling through YouTube, looking around at videos and stuff, and I came up with this. I watched this video of Adesanya versus Whittaker again, just because I wanted to see the second fight. And honestly, this was also one of the biggest robberies in UFC history, in my humble opinion. Um, it was a good fight. We have Robert Whittaker. You can see it on the right, the Australian guy versus New Zealand guy, Israel Adesanya. Now I'm a big fan of Israel Adesanya. He's probably like my favorite fighter in the UFC, but I think like Robert Whittaker won that second fight. After watching it again and just in the moment when I've had watched it, I thought Whittaker won the entire fight when you look at it as a whole. So this is how I see it. In the first round, we obviously know Adesanya won that fight because if you watch it, Adesanya actually dropped Whittaker in the fight with a jab, so he did most of the strikes and the damage in the first round. But then when we went to the next rounds, and this is my opinion, I feel like Whittaker won every single other round besides that. I truly do believe that second, third, fourth, and fifth, like Whittaker won all of those rounds, in my opinion. I think like tallying up the strikes and everything, and I'm just so shocked at the UFC commentary. Like it's despicable. I think the UFC commentary is like literally like with DC and Michael Bisping, they're the fucking worst commentators ever. Like they don't even like look at it objectively. Like it's so fucking despicable. Like I literally was watching the fight, and like there are times when Michael Bisping is just literally complimenting Adesanya, his range, his speed of his striking, and like they're not even evaluating the actual fight. Like you're just fucking. I feel like it was very biased towards Adesanya, like very very biased during that fight. Like they were giving him so much more credit than he should have. I do really believe that. Like throughout the fight, even when Whittaker was hitting good shots and stuff, they were just complimenting Adesanya. Now, like John Anik, I know John Anik is not a bad commentator. Like from what I've heard, like he wasn't along on the same, but it's like DC and Michael Bisping, like. What the fuck? Like you haven't done any sort of stuff. Like you're in mixed martial arts, but there's always biases, I believe, and like I think that they're fucking horrible commentating. Even like Jan Blachowicz made a video. It's just fucking horrible, in my opinion. I think their commentating is just fucking. It's so biased and trash. So, boxing has better commentating, but yeah, like, I thought like Whittaker won the second, third, fourth, and fifth round. Like if we even look at the total strikes, like I'm not even sure if this is accurate. Like Whittaker was working a lot with the jab, and like that jab was really fucking up Izzy, and like right hands and stuff. That jab was like there were times where he even hit an uppercut like in the third or fourth round, Whittaker, and like he stunned Izzy like with the jabs and everything. And I don't know, if I look at the significant strikes, like I think it was pretty much like even, like even some of the significant strikes that Robert Whittaker hit were really like much more like in terms of volume. And then we also have to look at the takedowns that Whittaker was doing. He was getting him in takedowns and stuff, and it was like in the third round or something, like he almost got him in a chokehold and like almost tried to submission him. And like you see, I don't see how there's 0-0 submission attempts. He was behind the neck. So it wasn't a submission attempt, I guess, but it was close to that position. And I think positions that get closer to finishing the fight should be seen in the judge's eyes as something that could potentially as an advantage in the fight. Is exactly knockdowns. Yeah, that's fair. I'll give it to him. But the body shots definitely Israel took. Leg, we'll say Israel as well. And then the head, I think Whittaker. But overall, Whittaker did the most damage. And like, if you look at the strikes for each round, and you look at who hit more, like more impactful, I would say Whittaker's jabs were more impactful than Adesanya's. Like a lot of Adesanya's leg kicks were also getting checked, and like Whittaker was going for takedowns and stuff, and he's secured a lot of 4 takedowns. So. The clinch, we see Whittaker is up, but like this is my opinion, guys, and you guys can hear me out on this. The second, third, fourth, fifth round all went to Whittaker, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, like from how the fight went, the volume striking and the takedowns, and how he was threatening to end the fight. Like I think this was a robbery. Like the commentating is atrocious, dude. Like, if you guys haven't watched the fight, you guys should rewatch it. In live, I believe Whittaker did won. He had more significant damage, in my opinion, with the jabs and stuff, and uh, the jabs specifically, and the takedowns were significant as well. Um, I think he won the fight. Adesanya did do good body work with the leg kicks and stuff, but not all of them hit. Like, Whittaker's defense in this fight was actually pretty good. Like, he was doing a good job with his defense, so wasn't that bad. And Whittaker, like, he already shows like cuts easier and stuff. Like also like, I don't want to make this a race thing, but like, skin color does matter when it comes to damage. Like, if you're black, you won't see as much, skin damage as you would if you have a lighter complexion. That's just a fact. Like, that just if you look at it objectively. So it's not like there's no racism involved, but it's just like, if you even look at the cuts and everything, you can't base it off that because Israel is a darker complexion. So, I mean, I still do believe Whittaker won the entire fight as a whole, given the second to fifth round. I feel like he was putting on more of the volume strikes and doing the more significant damage with the jabs and working the takedowns and stuff, and threatening to end the fight with submission when he got his back, and trying to secure that. And I don't know. I feel like Whittaker was very intelligent in this fight. He obviously wasn't going to go out and try and finish Adesanya, which I guess is a bad and good thing. I guess he went into this fight a little more strategic, making sure he doesn't get fucked up. Like, in the first fight, he got knocked, he got TKO'd. So obviously in this fight, he's going to go into it thinking like, I'm not going to do anything reckless. He's going to start being a little more careful. So obviously he's going to go into this fight like that. But I still think, given his strategy, he still won the fight with the takedowns and everything. So yeah, I think this is one of the biggest robberies, and I just want to say fuck you, Michael Bisping, and fuck you, Daniel Cormier. You guys commentating are horrible. Sorry, I really just didn't like their commentating. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the fight. Share your thoughts and tell me what you guys think about the fight, who you guys thought won, and give me your opinion on everything. I want you guys to discuss it. And yeah, this is Jaballer Show, and that's my opinion, and I'm gonna be out, guys.